shaped him in a special way. God is shepherding us through the events, through the circumstances of our lives. I think about how my wife and I arrived in this area. As we often reminisce, we did not intend to move to this area. But God moved us. My wife came to me, to my girlfriend at the time, fiance, shortly after that. And she said to me, I have the job of a lifetime. It's in Washington, D.C. I must go. So she came up in 2001, and I had been asking the Lord already without even talking about it with her. I'd been asking the Lord about what was next in my life. And I was leading towards a seminary in Largo, Maryland. And God shepherded us in such a way. And what we didn't see is that shortly after we would get here, my wife had taken a job with U.S. Airways as a corporate trainer. And shortly after she arrived, in August or so, or March or so, she's already smiling because she has a different version of the story. But shortly after she arrived, earlier in the year, later in the year, in September of 2001, would be September 11th. And the job of a lifetime that led her to this area is now gone away shortly after. And I often think about that. I often share that with men, married men, because what I did not do, what my first desire, what my first thought would have been back in those days, way back in those days, Brother Andre, would have been to say, God is leading me to the D.C. area, and to make demands, and to say that I'm the head, I'm the man, follow me, we're getting married. That would have been my first demand, or my first thought back then. Not anymore. But God showed me through that whole experience that He is the one who is shepherding. Because when she then lost her job in August or September as a result of the 9/11 calamity that hit this country, we were able to go through it together and not apart. Beyond my human, husbandly, fatherly wisdom, God is shepherding us. Beyond what we can see, beyond what we can understand, God is shepherding us. We're all being shepherded, some towards what we know and understand, but if we can be honest, most of what we're heading toward, we have no idea. And even at times that we get there, when we arrive, what we think we're going toward is much deeper than we ever could have understood. Because God is the Good Shepherd.